You want to try looking in the chat for another commentator first or not? Alright. There we go. Macaroni. Hmm. Cowboys go Cowboys. Two touchdowns, interception, strip sack in the first 5 minutes. What the fuck? Oh, Gabe's gonna do it. He's typing. Oh, you're right. I forgot he's an Eagles fan. Um. All right. Doesn't look like we're getting anybody. I'm already streaming. Casey, you could share screen so Tom can have a more accurate or more up to date commentary. Why is my stream not popping up? Turned it on, right? People are watching. There we are. All right.
Ready when you are, fellas.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to
A
Chile,
snowy
but of course
Arrowhead,
sold out.
Kansas City, Missouri, the
GEHA
site of
Field
the
at Arrowhead
AFC
Stadium in
Championship game.
Kansas
Hi, I'm
City.
Thomas Jones
Straight
IV.
ahead, it's a clash
Coming
to
to you live
decide
from
the
Kansas City,
AFC's
the Chiefs,
representative
the
in the
number
Super
3
Bowl,
seed in
and
the
it'll be a great
AFC,
one between
hosting
the Las
their
Vegas
arch
Raiders
rival, the
and the
Las
Kansas
Vegas
City Chiefs.
Raiders. 7 seed out of the
Right to
AFC
return
West. The
here in 2
Raiders
weeks'
defeated
time
the
for
Ravens
Super
and
Bowl
Jets
56. Here we
to
go
book
from
this
Los
ticket
Angeles.
to Arrowhead.
And they will not get a
Vegas
chance to return
will get the
this one
football
as it's
first. It
through
will
the
be
end
Derek
zone for a
Carr
touchback.
and the explosive passing attack that has led past the New York Jets and Baltimore Ravens into the AFC Championship game. For Kansas City defensively, Chris Jones, Willie Gay, as well as Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, the three hallmarks of the defense. We have a timeout already here, as it looks like there was a miscommunication on that first play from Derek Carr and Coach Zach. So early miscue here in Arrowhead for the road team. Again, momentum already in favor of Kansas City, as it always is with home games. Team on the home side gets an additional momentum boost to begin the game. First play from scrimmage, Josh Jacobs gets him a yard to get to 26. As he is stuffed right to 26 yards. Honey Badger already in the backfield. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A couple of shootout victories to make it to this point, including a miraculous come-from-behind victory last week against the Patriots, trailing 42-14 in the first half of that ball game. His first pass, great route to Josh Jacobs, not known as a pass catcher or a route runner necessarily, but a beautiful corner route that time from the former Alabama Crimson Tide running back. That'll be the first down the Raiders have picked up today, as that last pitch and catch from Derek Carr, that's his first completion as well. New set of downs for Derek Carr on first down and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
This will be a run for Josh Jacobs. Look at the hole. He's got first down yardage. Great job by the offensive line. Kudos to Alex Leatherwood, the point guard that time in the Bucs league, as well as the right guard. Both guards pulled that time, opening up that hole for Josh Jacobs to essentially skip through untouched.
No doubt
He
about
picks up
it,
12
because
yards to
when
the
they are in
Kansas City
sync, as we're seeing so far,
47-yard line.
when that continuity is there, and you can
Josh
see that
Jacobs
they're
has been
playing
the
off of
star
each other
of
while
this
controlling the
particular
defensive
drive,
front
opening drive for
linebackers.
the Las
You're
Vegas
exactly
Raiders
right. It could be a
offense.
very
They go
long
back to
night for
Jacobs
the
to try to cut
defense.
outside, and
Someone's
leads
going to run for some
into
big
a
yardage.
loses 2 yards. It's rookie Nick Bolton makes the
Losing
stop
yardage
back
back
at
near
49.
midfield at the 49.
Second tackle for loss for this Kansas City Chiefs front. And we're seeing what Coach Kyle Collins is going to have to do today. Is going to limit Josh Jacobs' ability to get outside.
Now they come up second and
contain,
12.
force him between the tackles. That's where it's very much harder to find yardage. Carr will throw in second and 12, right over the middle. It's Darren Waller as he rolls up to the 36-yard line. I believe that's first down yardage for Waller. And the second pass today from Carr picks up 11.
yards and it moves the sticks.
Methodical drive here from
So
Vegas
from the
to begin the
36
ball
now,
game.
first
6.5
and
to
10.
play in the opening quarter of the AFC Championship game. Raiders.
They will run out of the
hand
gun
off
with
to Josh
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Nothing doing.
And
Barely able
Jacobs
to muster a
back
yard
at
to
the
get to
35-yard
35.
line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see
yard.
throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays
first
to be
down
broken.
has not been very fruitful recently. Last 3 times the Raiders have gone to the ground, Chiefs have been prepared.
The run only
Second
got a
down,
yard.
however.
Here's second and 9.
As we're now under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Raiders now working on the 7th play of this drive.
Carr.
Carr looking outside,
Got a
near
man,
sideline,
it's
caught by the
Darren
tight end.
Waller. And he gets
Darren
this
Waller
one
inside the 15 to the 11.
just a yard or two
Gains
shy of
12.
the
There is
10.
a timeout on the
That one
field.
covers
Looks like an
24
offensive lineman
yards. It's a
for Las
first
Vegas
down.
is shaken up. That's Alex Leatherwood, the rookie there out of Alabama, and he is slow to get up. We'll keep our eyes on the former Alabama Crimson Tide offensive lineman there as he hobbles off the field. First down and 10 for Vegas inside the 15-yard line. And for the Chiefs defense, this is where they buckle usually. It's our bend but don't break approach. Can Derek Carr find the soft spots or the mismatches that he likes down here in the red zone? Darren Waller, a huge factor. Let's take a look at him here as he's lined up at tight end on this particular play.
Here's Jacobs from
It's
the
going to be a
gun.
run for Josh Jacobs. Inside give. He goes up until the 5. Gains 6 yards there. Matthew, the tackler. And a healthy gain on first down for Vegas. They pick up 5. But the reward now is that the zones and the holes in the Kansas City defense get that much tighter. Now sitting at the 5-yard line. Chiefs defensively have not gotten to the backfield on a pass play yet, as the Raiders have been able to keep Derek Carr upright on this drive. Play number 10. It's going to be another run. Cut back from Jacobs. A beautiful one as he tackled by his ankles at the 1-yard line by Bolton, who saves a touchdown. Raiders come right back to the line of scrimmage with purpose here. 3rd down and inches. Raiders can get the first without scoring a touchdown here. They will run for Jacobs. He fights for first down yardage, and I believe that's the case. Raiders are marked actually short. They lost a yard there. My goodness. Looked like Jacobs fought for the first down. Officials disagree with the spot. It's 4th and 1 and decision time for Vegas. They're going to keep the offense on the field. A field goal would make it a 3-0 game, but in this condition of snow and the way the Raiders offense has been humming all postseason long, they want to punch this drive in with 6. Goal line look for the Raiders defensively, the Chiefs defensively. Raiders counter with I-form. Roll out for Carr. He's going to throw. He's still holding on to the ball. He finally throws, and he's got a man. Touchdown, Raiders. Alec Ingold, the fullback, with the reception from a yard out. And the Raiders' aggressiveness pays off as they score on the opening drive, and they take up almost 5 minutes as this extra point is no good. Daniel Carlson unable to knock the PAT through those uprights and in this snow, as it's been a snowy NFASL playoff. Another kicker unable to make an extra point. So 6-0, 4:02 left to go before we see Patrick Mahomes. This is Michael Burton, and Burton is going to be tackled short of the 25 at the 22 by Javen White. Kansas City, they won a Super Bowl title in the NFASL in Madden 21, defeated the Carolina Panthers, and are now 1 win away from getting back to the Super Bowl for the 2nd time in 3 seasons. Patrick Mahomes. It's his first drive in the AFC Championship game, trailing by a touchdown, 6 points, coming off of a historic performance. Mahomes' first throw will be caught. Jerick McKinnon to the 25. He takes a big hit from Jonathan Abram, and that's been the calling card of this Vegas defense. They want to come down and hit ball carriers hard, force fumbles, try to create havoc there, create pressure with their front four, as well as send some blitzes and some looks at at Patrick Mahomes to give him off balance.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
For the Kansas City offense, of course, the recipe is always the same. You want to stretch the ball down the field, really put some stress on these linebackers and corners as the pass rush, coupled with the secondary play from Vegas, forces the throw away, and a quick 3rd down for Kansas City. They're at their own 25-yard line. Their drive again began back at the 21. Need to get to the 31-yard line for first down yardage. It's an empty set here. 3 receivers, Travis Kelce, and a running back, Jerick McKinnon, littered the Kansas City field. Mahomes steps up and throws, looking for Hardman in the seam, and he got him inside the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Hardman is gone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 75 yards on a 3rd down conversion. 2nd completion of the first quarter, 2nd completion of the day for Patrick Mahomes. And they are Harrison Butker extra point away from taking the lead, and Butker drives it through. 7-6 our score. Raiders take up close to 5 minutes on their first drive. Chiefs do it in under a minute. Only 3 plays to go, 79 yards, and we take the lead. If you're Coach Zach, you have to be almost expecting something like that in the first drive of the game. Got to be calm here if you're giving the plays to Derek Carr. Remind him of what you have to do offensively to execute against this Chiefs defense. Remind him of the fact that you made it to the AFC Championship game because of great play calling and execution. And we'll see if Derek Carr can match that tempo here. Now trailing. His first throw looking for Ruggs, and he's got him. Ruggs will immediately dive out of bounds. Not sure if that's what Ruggs intended to do, but he does have first down yardage. 21 yards to the 46-yard line. So there's a show of confidence there from the Raider offense. They quickly go to their biggest weapon this season and the Tyreek Hill clone, and Henry Ruggs. I formation for Vegas. This will be a play action. Here comes Fletcher, and Derek Carr will be deposited. He's sacked at the 35. Coming off the edge was nickelback Mike Hughes, former Minnesota Viking there. As you see, no one picks up the overload blitzer, and Derek Carr loses 11 on first down. Great play call there from Kansas City to send some pressure there. It looked like the Raiders were trying to cook up something in the play action. Now 2nd and long, obvious passing down for Vegas. Let's see if the Chiefs send some more pressure. Here comes pressure up the middle in the form of Chris Jones. A quick throw is caught by Jacobs, but he's out of bounds. Did not get either foot in bounds, and that will be Derek Carr's first incompletion today and set up 3rd down.
That one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back.
From the 35-yard line, Vegas trailing by a point. Need 21 yards to convert on 3rd here. Let's see what Derek Carr has in store. Steps up to throw, middle. It is caught by Renfro. He's up to the 47, but that is still well shy of the 1st down marker. And Kansas City's defense forces a 3 and out. Big blown up play on 1st down after the 1st down catch by Henry Ruggs. Big sack there from Mike Hughes. And that really got the Raiders offense put out of cue and set up this punt. Here's Mecole Hardman, and he'll be tackled nearly immediately to catching the football at the 25-yard line. Chiefs only used 3 plays offensively to score their lone touchdown in the 1st quarter of the game, here in the AFC Championship game. Mahomes' X Factor is lit up there after that throw, I'm sure. Here's the first run today. It's Jerick McKinnon. He sheds off of the lineman and then finds a hole inside the 30 to the 34-yard line. Nice gain of 9 yards for McKinnon. And Jerick McKinnon has really won this running back room for Clyde Edwards-Helaire after a couple of tough finishes early in the season for Kansas City. They had that season opener against the Browns where they struggled, were able to pull out that game, lost to the Ravens in week 2, and then from that point on started using McKinnon more and more. Coach Kyle did, and really helped out the running game. Mahomes, play action, look to throw deep for Hardman once more. He's got him again inside the 20. Mecole Hardman has been explosive in this 1st quarter. 2 catches, and he's got to be closing in on 100 yards now. As Mahomes showing off the athleticism, and Hardman is over $120 in this 1st quarter on just 2 receptions. Final 30 seconds of the 1st quarter. Chiefs only had possession of this football today for about a minute and a half and are already closing in on their 2nd touchdown. There's a run, and it's going nowhere. Great play by Solomon Thomas. He, along with Jonathan Hankins, have really shored up the middle of this Raider D-line as you see them shutting down the run that time. And that might take us to the 2nd quarter. One more time under center is Mahomes. Does not need to snap here before the clock's hit 0, but he will. Last play of the 1st quarter. Mahomes dropping back, steps up, throws, it's incomplete. Is looking for Edwards-Helaire, and that will end the 1st quarter here from Arrowhead. AFC Championship game, 1 quarter complete. Live from Kansas City, Chiefs on top of the Raiders, 7-6. Again, this is the matchup of the number 3 seed in the AFC and the number 7 seed in the AFC, and the winner will take on the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl. It is a dangerous throw by Mahomes. He's picked off. This is Casey Hayward, and the streak continues. Casey Hayward, since week number 13, has had at least 1 interception in every single game, and that streak continues as he gets a huge turnover of Pat Mahomes inside the 10-yard line. First turnover today by either squad. Casey Hayward, the beneficiary of the interception. It's interception number 17 for Casey Hayward on the season. My goodness, what a year he's having. Derek Carr will take over at the 9, 3 receivers set as you see Darren Waller cross the field in motion. Snap 4-man rush from Kansas City. Here's a crossing route. It's caught by Ruggs. He's got 1st down yards as he gets outside and will step out at the 25-yard line. So, 16-yard pickup there from Carr as he threw that pass out of his end zone, stood tall in the pocket, delivered a strike to Henry Ruggs, who has his 2nd catch today. Chiefs defensively were trying to double up Mr. Ruggs, but you see the zone coverage look not really helpful when you're able to give a guy like Henry Ruggs a free release off the line of scrimmage. Opening phases of the 2nd quarter here from Arrowhead. Play action. Carr looking, will find a man. It is hauled in by Bryan Edwards, who picks up a block from none other than Waller. Shifts a man at the 45, and Willie Gay will stop Edwards at the KC 47-yard line. Brian Edwards has been showing flashes of this all postseason long. Not only the ability to find himself open, he's a big target, former South Carolina Gamecock receiver, but he is showing the ability to make guys miss after receiving the football. Those coveted yards after catch have had Coach Zach just straight excited to have Brian Edwards as part of the team this year. First and 10, motion man is Edwards. Carr will go middle of the field. He overshoots his man. He's intercepted. He was looking for Willie Snead, and Juan Thornhill comes out with the interception. Thornhill hit hard at the 30-yard line. However, Kansas City gets the turnover to respond from Patrick Mahomes' interception. Derek Carr has now thrown one here in the early stages of the second quarter. Maybe attribute that to the wind or the conditions here on the field. Snowy day here in Kansas City. But Derek Carr overshot Willie Snead looking across the middle of the field that time. And a big turnover there because the Raiders are driving the football. Kansas City did the same on their last drive. They got all the way down to about the 20 before Patrick Mahomes threw an interception to Casey Hayward. So Chiefs holding on to a 1-point lead. Quick throw for Jerick McKinnon, and he will have first down yards. He's dragged to the turf by Devin Diablo. And for Diablo, that's his first tackle on the evening. And AFC Championship game here, Kansas City, Las Vegas Raiders. Dueling it out here, this is the rubber match between these two squads. Raiders won the first bout, and the Chiefs won the second matchup. Mahomes stepping back, he's going to try to evade rushers, he's going to throw it away. There is laundry on the field, let's check the flag. This will be a penalty against Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes was not out of the tackle box, says the official. And that throwaway makes it an intentional grounding call. So that's a loss of down, and it will be 2nd and 25, backed up at the 25-yard line of Kansas City. So Chiefs respond by going empty here on 2nd down. And they'll take the underneath throw from McKinnon. He'll try to break the tackle of Hayward, but a sound play made by the former Green Bay Packer. And a pickup of 10 from McKinnon on 2nd down, sets up 3rd down and long. Third reception in the first half for McKinnon. He's averaging 8 yards a catch, and that was the first tackle from Casey Hayward. So good job so far from the Raiders defense to force a 3rd and long, but Patrick Mahomes, such a dangerous quarterback in these situations. 4-man rush from Vegas. Here comes pressure over the middle. Here comes a throw, and it's on time and on target. It's Kelsey. He goes down at the 39-yard line. Beautiful throw from Patrick Mahomes in the face of pressure. As you saw, the running man that time was Solomon Thomas trying to get home, but could not. And Kelsey picks up 27 yards on 3rd down. Chiefs back in Raider territory now, up by a point. Missed extra point by Carlson, the difference so far. A bevy of pre-snap reads here from Coach Collins and the Chiefs. As they're going to go to Tyreek Hill. He's wide open, running down left sideline, inside the 10. No one's going to catch Hill. Tyreek Hill's gone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2nd passing touchdown of the evening for Mahomes. That's only the 2nd reception today for Tyreek Hill. And it's a costly one, as it will result in 6 extra point. Boomerangs through the upright for Harrison Butker. And the Chiefs now extend their lead to 8. 14-6. Raiders got the ball to start this game, so right now in the flow of the ball game, possession-wise, they find themselves behind the proverbial 8 ball. They need to get a touchdown here to maintain the game flow, and Kenyon Drake evading tacklers, but will be stopped at the 29. Last time we saw the Raider offense, Derek Carr threw an interception to Juan Thornhill. That was his first interception of the game. 2nd interception of the playoffs for Derek Carr. First and 10 for the 29-yard line. Derek Carr fakes the give to Josh Jacobs. Looking to throw. We look for the fullback. It's Ingold, and he gets the toe drag swag catch up to 35. Beautiful display of concentration from Ingold. 2nd down now from the 35. 2nd and 4. That's coming for Las Vegas.
On 2nd down now.
They'll go ground game. It's a run for Jacobs. He picks up a block, and he can't find first down yardage as Dorian O'Daniel sheds off of a block and makes a nice tackle at the 37. So a short gain there on 2nd down. Sets up 3rd down and a short 2. Raiders have been pass happy here in the second quarter. Have only given the ball to Josh Jacobs on 1 carry to this point. A show run here. Heavy set for Vegas. And they on the game at fullback. Carr changing things up at the line of scrimmage here as the play clock dips under 4 seconds. Carr will step back to throw. And he will complete a pass to Ingold. Past the first down marker's Ingold as he stopped at the 41 by Matthew. So yet again, the Raiders showing that they will throw to anybody on a big third down. This time it's the fullback, his second reception of the drive for Alec Ingold. And I think that really shows you the confidence Derek Carr has in his teammates to throw the ball to the fullback on a 3rd down and 1, trailing by 8 here in the AFC Championship game. To them, it's just another game of practice. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 3.5 to play here in the first half. Play clock down to 1. Snap barely off as Carr will throw. Will go middle. He's got Randy Ruggs, who is wide open, and Ruggs scores easily. 59 yards. And the Raiders right back in the ball game after a beautiful play call from Coach Zach. Look at the coverage there. No safety help over top. Looks like somebody got caught looking in the backfield as Henry Ruggs sneaks behind the Kansas City secondary. Raiders will go for 2. Right now it's 14-12 Kansas City. A 2-point conversion from Las Vegas would tie this game up. From the gun, the Raiders will run. They'll try Jacobs. Can he get across the pylon? He cannot. Cannot get across the goal line, excuse me. Great tackle made by O'Daniel and Bolton. And the 2-point conversion is no good. So when you play a team like Kansas City, you don't necessarily have to play a perfect game, but you really want to take care of the simple things like the extra points and getting those 2-point conversions. And for the Raiders, that has been the difference in the ball game so far. Missed extra point from Carlson on the first touchdown, and the Raiders just attempted a 2-point conversion that was unsuccessful. Kansas City with 3:22 to go have scored touchdowns on 2 of their 3 first-half drives. They take over, and they'll run the ball inside zone for McKinnon. And Jerick McKinnon so far today, 2 carries for him, and that's a shorter game. He had that 9-yard carry on the first handoff today. This one a much shorter game with the 30, make it the 28-yard line as Cleveland Farrell will make the tackle. 2nd down for the Chiefs. Travis Kelce, the lone pass catcher on the left of your screen. Tyreek Hill in the slot here on the right. See where they go. Mahomes hit as he's thrown, and he was looking for Hill. Better play call defensively as the Raiders set that overload blitz on the blind side. 3rd down for Kansas City. They need to get to the 35-yard line. They did throw a touchdown pass to Mecole Hardman on a 3rd down in about this range earlier in the ball game. And they have been masterful on 3rd down. Looking to go 4-4 on 3rd down today. Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to have to chuck it himself. He'll throw down the sideline for Gordon. Gordon has the catch inside the 25. Welcome to the NFASL. Josh Gordon, he was picked up earlier today, and he makes a ginormous catch at the 25-yard line. You see the replay there. He's working on Trayvon Mullen, and Patrick Mahomes throwing on the run is just absurd. It's not fair, folks. What do you do defensively? You look like you had him hemmed in. He was rolling to his right. All of the routes were breaking deep down the field, and he still finds a target. Josh Gordon, a embattled receiver formerly with the Cleveland Browns, now getting, I wouldn't say a second chance, it's probably like the 5th or 6th chance here in the NFASL. 1st and 10, 2-minute warning here in Kansas City. Chiefs up by 2. McKinnon will get the carry on 1st down and will be stopped after a short gain. There's not enough to be said about these Chiefs, man. You already have Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, Travis Kelce. Now you're throwing in Josh Gordon to it. I'm not really familiar with his statistics, stats, what have you, but just that presence of having a guy like Josh Gordon, a bigger receiver, somebody that can be a red zone target along with Travis Kelce, it adds another layer and dynamic to an already dynamic Chiefs attack. Kansas City content with letting this clock run down, and the Raiders are not calling timeouts. Again, they called that early timeout in the first quarter due to that communication malfunction. Play clock down to 3 seconds. Mahomes going to dip down even further. He'll take the snap with 1 tick. He's going to look left. He's going to throw for Kelce, and it's incomplete. Closest coverage there by Abram, but that throw was just in front of Travis Kelce. A little miscommunication there from the pass catcher to the quarterback. So that'll stop the clock with 1:12 to go in the first half. 3rd down and 9 in the AFC Championship game. This is an enormous play for these two squads. Field goal would make it a 5-point game. 1st down for the Chiefs. They need to get to the 14-yard line of Las Vegas. Edwards-Helaire has checked into the ball game. And Mahomes will quickly throw to Kelce, and he falls safely at the 11. Fantastic call there, as you see Kelce is just sliding right there. I think Madden's having a little bit of a stroke right there. Quick throw to Travis Kelce. Beautiful call there to fit that cover 3 hard flat. That's how you beat that cover 3. The seams right up the middle. And Mahomes is able to zing in a fastball to Kelce. It's now 1st and 10 inside a minute to go in the half. Mahomes trying to roll out. He's under duress. He'll throw incomplete, looking for Gordon. And again, the Raiders pass rush is not able to just get there. And I know that's got to be so frustrating for the defensive coordinator of Las Vegas. His guys are winning their battles against the offensive line of Kansas City. But Mahomes is just able to buy those 2-3 extra seconds he needs to make crazy throws. And we've seen that trickle from the divisional round into this ball game as well. Second down and 10. 44 seconds remain in the first half. Chiefs at the 11. Raiders will bring their secondary down to the line of scrimmage here.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Mahomes will go in zone, and that's just too easy. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill is second of the first half. And when you press number 10, that is just recipe for disaster. He will burn almost any corner you put up in front of him line to line, especially down here at the goal line. That seems to be where he makes his money. And the extra point by Butker makes this a 2-possession ball game. About 41 seconds left to go in the first half here in Arrowhead. Chiefs up by 9, and they do get the ball to start the second half. So for the Raiders, they have 2 timeouts to work with, and Kenyon Drake will give them the ball at the 31. Nice return from Kenyon Drake, another former Alabama running back. 21-12 our score. Patrick Mahomes has tossed 3 first-half touchdowns. Derek Carr has a touchdown pass to Henry Ruggs, and also a rushing touchdown from Josh Jacobs. Carr to throw in first. He's going to go for Ruggs. Ruggs has it inside the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Raiders. Just a single play. Henry Ruggs reminds this Arrowhead crowd that Las Vegas has a Tyreek Hill of their own. He strikes for 69 yards. Here's the extra point by Carlson, and it sneaks inside the right upright. Boomerangs all over the place on these extra points. And just off of a snap of a finger, blink of an eye, what have you, Raiders back down by 2. Here's a booming kickoff from Carlson. Had some assistance from the Kansas City swirling wind here. And the Chiefs will take over at the 25-yard line. Isn't it Kansas City's job to be scoring the ball in under 2 plays? The Raiders there stealing the script of the Kansas City playbook, scoring in just the 1 play there. The huge connection from Carr to Ruggs. That's the second time today Henry Ruggs has found pay dirt on a reception over 20 yards. Mahomes still has his X factor. I mean, this has been lit up all first half long. He's going to step up. Here comes pressure. He rolls to his left. Still looking for something to develop. Will find somebody, and it is caught at the 22-yard line. Excuse me, we have a timeout called this time by the Chiefs. They will call their first charge timeout as Hardman has catch number 3.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gained. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke. Okay,
about 18 seconds to go here from the 22-yard line. So, in all honesty, Hardman was probably better off not catching that pass, as there's only 18 seconds left in the half now for the Chiefs. Up by 2. Mahomes back to his 10. Will throw across the sideline. He's got a wide open target. It's Hardman. He steps out at the 43. Hardman, Hill, Kelsey. There's just too many big names in this offense to guard all of them, and this time Hardman, the one that runs right through the seam down to the near sideline, and only uses 6 seconds to get up to the 43-yard line. So the Chiefs quickly lurking. They're approaching that field goal range that Harrison Butker needs. They need to get to about the 37-yard line. Mahomes will throw a quick pass down the right sideline. It's caught by Gordon. He's zigging, he's zagging, he's inside the 20, breaking tackles, and at the 22, he goes to the turf. Josh Gordon in his debut this season, a couple of flashy plays, and out trots Harrison Butker for a 39-yard attempt. Now granted, there are 17-mile-an-hour winds from west to east. Here's the kick. Butker brings it back, and it does not come back. No good. Field goal is wide to the left. So for the Raiders, they dodge a bullet. They go into halftime down by 2, as it looks like the Raiders are going to call a play here. Let's see if it's just a simple handoff to Jacobs. And it is. Jacobs will be tackled at the line of scrimmage. So that'll end the first half here from Arrowhead, and it has been a wild, wild west showdown here at Arrowhead. Chiefs leading the Las Vegas Raiders 21-19 at halftime. AFC Championship game. Winner of this ball game will travel to take on the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks from now. And right now, it's anybody's ball game. Kansas City will receive the football to start the second half. 21-19 our score. Here's another pooch kick. This is Bolton, the fullback. 25, Bolton goes. He's still on his feet and will be tackled at the, mark him down at the 28-yard line. It's a new possession for the Kansas City Chiefs. First half went according to plan. They scored touchdowns on 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns from Mahomes. 2 of those went to Tyreek Hill. Vegas defense has had pressure, just has not been able to sack Mahomes. Let's see if they're able to figure out an adjustment here to get home on Patrick Mahomes in the second half, or if he's going to continue to have his way throwing. Here's Kelsey, who sheds a tackle with ease before a couple more Raiders get there at the 41-yard line to corral in Mr. Kelsey. Gain of 13 yards on first down. And the Chiefs will continue to spread the field here. Empty set on first down. Mahomes down the seam. He's got a man. It is caught by Hardman. He's tripped up at the 13. Mecole Hardman has been a seam maestro all evening long. That is his 3rd reception over 40 yards as he's cooking this Las Vegas secondary. Now Mahomes will back up to the 30. Rolling out, will throw it away, and was deemed outside the tackle box as that throw was a dangerous one. It could have been another intentional grounding call on Mahomes. However, it will be 2nd down and 10 from the Vegas 13-yard line. And from this spot, if you're Vegas, I don't think you need to really concern yourself with receivers getting behind you again unless you press. So here's 2nd down and 10. It's going to be an RPO, and Mecole Hardman tackled immediately. That's just a beautiful tackle by Damon Arnett there, the 2nd-year pro out of Ohio State. So for Arnett, again, I think he's the one that's going to be tasked with Hardman the rest of the way. 6 catches, a $191 for Mecole Hardman. He had over 200 yards receiving back in the divisional round against the Patriots, so he keeps his scorching statistics going. And Las Vegas will use a timeout on defense. It's a big 3rd down and 6 upcoming here with 7:11 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Chiefs 6 yards away from the first down marker, 9 yards away from the goal line. It's gun tight formation here. It's a big, big play. Breather squad. Mahomes drops back, flush to his right. He rolls, and he will get away from Max Crosby, and he will continue to run. He's still running, and he finds the end zone for a touchdown. What a scamper from Pat Mahomes. That is a gigantic score, as Mahomes got away from not 1 but 2 Raider defenders to find the end zone from 9 yards away on 3rd down and 6. Here's the extra point from Butker, and it is good. Chiefs come out of his halftime gates, 5 plays, 73 yards. Minute 54 off the clock on the drive. So So the Chiefs hold serve, and now it is the Raiders' turn offensively. Down by 9 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. We saw the Raiders score a touchdown on 1 play. We saw the Raiders score a touchdown on 5 plays, and we saw the Raiders score a touchdown drive on a 7-play drive. Now that's the drive that opened the ball game. That took almost 5 minutes off the clock. They were really heavy with the run game there, and since then they kind of abandoned the run game. Let's see if they get back to it here down by 9, or if they continue to attack Kansas City through the air, or Henry Ruggs has just had his way this afternoon.
Has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. Because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Taking multiple adjustments at the line of scrimmage before taking the snap. And he will go down the left sideline for Ruggs, and this is intercepted but out of bounds. It will be an incompletion there, as it looked like Snead had his hands on the football. They double covered Ruggs that time, and the Raiders fortunate to hold on to the football there. Second down. Carr steps back, will go deep once more. This time it is caught, but incomplete. Ball was knocked away at the last moment. So a couple of throws to the far sideline result in completions. And it's a quick third down upcoming for Vegas. The man coverage so far from Kansas City in the second half has been stifling on these 2 plays. And they're going to have to continue that here as third down. The Raiders are going to continue to try to press the issue. They need to get to the 35 to continue this drive. With 6:52 left in the third. Here's the snap. Carr, immediate throw over the middle. It is dropped. It was looking for Ruggs. Carr was looking for Henry Ruggs over the middle, and he could not hold on. Big drop from Henry Ruggs. Third down turns into fourth down, and it is now a punt time for Vegas. And for the Chiefs, up by 9, about to retrieve the football again. I think they're starting to really smell blood in the water. This is an opportunity for the Chiefs to open this game up, as Hardman will take the return up to the 45-yard line. So great field position for the Chiefs. They begin basically at midfield to start this next drive. Up by 9. And for the Raiders defense, in all intents and purposes, this is the most important drive of your season. Patrick Mahomes has had his way with the Raiders defense, as he's had his way with most AFC compatriots, as this run will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's only Jerick McKinnon's 4th carry of the ball game, but Javin White, there to make the tackle at the 46-yard line. And again, if you're the Raiders, if the Chiefs turn around and hand the ball off, that's something you can live with. That means that you can rally, make the tackle, you know where the ball is. It's when Patrick Mahomes decides to keep it, drop back, and throw, survey the field, is when that Chiefs offense becomes nigh impossible to stop. 2nd and 9. From the 46, this will be play action. It's a bootleg rollout for Mahomes. He's going to stay in the pocket, then fire, and then catch the ball is Tyreek Hill. What a beautiful adjustment to the football, as Tyreek Hill had to come back and save what could have been an interception. Saw lurking right there was the corner. Can't really see the number right there. Actually, that was the linebacker, White. He was lurking there on Tyreek Hill, but Cheetah has his 4th catch today. And another Kansas City first down. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Chiefs have the football. They're going to go ground. This is Edwards-Helaire. He breaks off of what? He breaks off a second. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 15, maybe 16 yards on that run. Edwards-Helaire looked like a bowling ball, as these Raiders defenders looking like pins, just bouncing right off of Edwards-Helaire. And it took Casey Hayward to bring down the former LSU Tiger. See a nice stiff arm there from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 1st and 10 from the 21 of Las Vegas. Chiefs coming out in a weak formation. It's the pistol look. Mahomes turns around, hands off to Edwards-Helaire, and Edwards-Helaire shifting for the hole and can't find anywhere to go. Abram coming down from the safety spot to make the tackle. And you're going to need more positive plays like that if you're Coach Zach and the Raiders. You need to get the Chiefs offense off the field. Field goal will keep the ball game within striking distance at 2 possessions. It would go from a 9-point lead to a 12-point lead, but a touchdown make it a 3-possession game.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Another bootleg. Mahomes looking for the crosser, and he's got him. Is he inside the end zone? No. Hardman has yet another reception and another first down. This one going to be first and goal from the 1. All day, Mahomes has had to throw these passes today. The pass rush that the Raiders have been afforded the first 2 weeks of these playoffs has gone dry here in Kansas City. They had opportunities in the first half, just could not sack Mahomes. He had the touchdown run on that last drive. It was a microcosm of how it's been. Here's a run and a beautiful diagnosis there by Diablo. Excuse me, that was actually Gadik Ngakwe who shot the gap. And he made a phenomenal tackle at the 3-yard line, and Clyde Edwards is there. So a loss of 2. And for the Raiders, again, backs against the wall, not only proverbially, but literally here at the goal line. Trying to push and turn away this Chief offense from the end zone. Here's McKinnon on the inside zone dig, and he runs into trouble at the line of scrimmage. He's not going to find positive yardage either. Cleveland Farrell, his second tackle, and quickly 3rd down and goal. And if you're Kansas City here, 3rd down and goal, you have Patrick Mahomes and all of these talented receivers, pass catchers, what have you. Maybe they're thinking that they can run the ball here again because they're going for it on 4th down. Up by 9, touchdown, make it 3-possession game. Field goal again, like I mentioned, only makes it a 12-point game. Let's see what Kansas City has dialed up here. Holmes, a couple adjustments here pre-snap. Calling out instructions for the team. Holmes, handoff, McKinnon, and nothing. Maybe to the line of scrimmage as Diablo credited at that tackle. And that's what the Chiefs decide. They do go run, so that tells me they're going to go here possibly. And no, I stand corrected. We see Harrison Butker and the special teams place-kicking unit run out onto the field. So this will be a short field goal in the snow. Butker, mind you, has already missed a field goal today. 17 mile an hour is now going from east to west for Butker. This short kick is no good. It went off the post and denied. 0 for 2. Harrison Butker is today. And that was a factor. I honestly didn't even think about the snow. I'm really surprised now that Kansas City didn't go for it on 4th down. But for the Raiders, they get the ball at the 20-yard line. So that's essentially a touchback for Vegas. New life here, down by 9. Here's Josh Jacobs. One of the few carries he's had in the second half, and he picks up short yardage. 10 carries today for 25 yards. And for Josh Jacobs, I know that's not the outing he wanted to have here in the AFC Championship game. 90 seconds left in the first portion of the second half, so the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 7. It is Derek Carr from the gun pitch, bunch formation to the right. Here comes pressure from the left end. Carr dumps down to Jacobs. Jacobs has the catch at the 25-yard line. Another short gain. But it does send the Raiders to a 3rd down and 5.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile.
Derek Carr and the Raider offense need to get to the 30-yard line here in order for their drive to continue. 3-man rush. Carr looking underneath. He's got a wide open target. This is the receiver. I can't see the number 13 there, so that's really Sneed. And Sneed's first Hunter Renfrow. Check that. Hunter Renfrow's first reception comes in the 3rd quarter, and it's a big first down for the Raiders. Up to the 44 goes Renfrow. And now the Raiders out in the split nasty formation. Foster Moreau in motion.
Now a play fake.
And play action. Carr. Comes pressure, will dump down again. He's got a target. This is Alec Ingold, the fullback, and he goes from one side of the 50 to the other. 49-yard line, and that will take us to the final frame here in Arrowhead. Kansas City clinging to a 28-19 lead as the Raiders across the midfield stripe looking to cut into that lead. We have a timeout, folks, and this is just inexplicable. Second charge timeout to the Raiders. Not sure if that was a malfunction. Again, we saw that earlier in the first quarter. And now the Raiders have one timeout left in this quarter. That could be huge down the stretch. Here's a throw over the middle. It's caught by Ruggs inside the 30. He is tag teamed at the 26-yard line, and Henry Ruggs has been magnificent today. Only had that one drop earlier in the day. but has caught 3 huge touchdown passes. Excuse me, 2 touchdown passes from Derek Carr.
Carr now on first down.
Here's another throw. Carr rolling to his right. It's going to take the underneath throw. It is caught by Jacobs. He cuts upfield at the 13. That's where he'll be tackled by O'Daniel. So for Josh Jacobs, he hasn't been very fruitful in the run game, but starting to show signs of life in the pass game. That's his 2nd reception on this drive. And another Raider first down as we're inside the 7:50 mark in the 4th quarter. So the script is very simple here for the Raiders. Not simple to achieve necessarily, but need a touchdown here, a stop, and then a field goal would give them the lead, or a touchdown as well would also give them the lead here. Carr again, another dump down. This time it's Ingold, using the running backs heavily on this drive. That's 5 more yards to the 8. And again, the West Coast approach down here makes a lot of sense. You have tight window throws. These secondary members are really backing up and playing the end zone, trying to keep everything in front of them. As, of course, the Chiefs 7 minutes away from another Super Bowl appearance. So trying really they can to keep this Raider offense out of the end zone. Carr looking back corner of the end zone, and he's picked. He is intercepted by Thornhill for a 2nd time. Thornhill going past defenders and past the Raiders. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 40, inside the 20. Here comes Renfro. It's Ruggs, and he trips him up at the 7-yard line. Juan Thornhill with a James Harrison-esque pick return to the 7-yard line of the Raiders. Huge play from Henry Ruggs, however, as the Chiefs need to score a touchdown to put this game almost out of reach. First down's a carry for McKinnon. Run has not been fruitful for the Chiefs, and that will continue to be the case as McKinnon gets to the line of scrimmage. So again, the Raiders turn the ball over here. Tough sequence for Vegas as Carr picked off for a 2nd time today, and this pass is caught by Kelsey inside the 5 to the goal line. No, he stopped short of the end zone. So for Travis Kelsey, that's catch number 4. He's averaging 15 yards of reception and just couldn't find pay dirt there, but it sets up 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Last time Kansas City came down here, missed a field goal. See if they can find a way to punch this in. Here's a stretch run for Edwards Helaire. He tries to fight outside, cuts back, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that may be the difference right there. So the interception by Juan Thornhill capped off this touchdown drive here was Edwards Helaire from just a yard out. And I'm going to spring that block there from, looks like Hardman was the man who made the block there and gave Helaire the key lane to the end zone. 34-19. Chiefs are going to try to go for 2 and make this a 17-point game. Here's a throw, and it is caught. Travis Kelsey was blanketed in coverage there. Didn't make a difference. He makes the catch, and a huge 2 points makes this a 17-point lead for Kansas City with only 5:48 to go. Here's the return from Carlos Hyde, and he's hit hard and knocked down at the 25, make it the 31. The graphics here have not been too solid here in the 3rd and 4th quarter, but bear with me here as the Kansas City Chiefs defense with the huge interception last time we saw them on the field. Now with a 17-point lead, and again, they're going to play that soft coverage, make the Raiders throw in front of you and make them take time off the clock. Carr is going to go deep down the field on 1st down. This one should be intercepted. It is. We do have a penalty as Matthews tackled at the 30. Check the flag. It's an illegal block in the back on Vegas. So that interception will count as long as the Chiefs decline the penalty. We'll wait and see what they do. They do decline it. So Kansas City has recovered another interception. 3rd pick of Derek Carr today. And for Kansas City, I think they can start to smell it. Coach Kyle Collins, newly a father, had his baby son just a few hours ago yesterday, and is now on the verge of another playoff run that will result in a Super Bowl appearance representing the AFC. Edwards Helaire tackled after a short game, and for the Raiders, a huge Cinderella story here in the AFC, knocking off the top 2 seeds in the conference, coming up short here in Kansas City. And for Coach Zach and the Raiders, a big opportunity to show what they got moving forward in the AFC West. And this division this year, again, with the addition of the Chargers and the way the Broncos have played this year, AFC West looks to be in for a serious amount of competition these next 6 seasons. Another run for Edwards-Helaire and a tackle at the line of scrimmage made by Javin White. Under 5 to play here in Arrowhead. Chiefs up 36-19. Patrick Mahomes threw for 770 yards last week against the Patriots in that miraculous comeback. Again, trailed by 28 points in the first half. Trailed by 10 points with about a minute and a half to go in the game. He's found a way to come back and win off of, honestly, one of the most ridiculous passes I've ever seen. As Mahomes looks to throw and he misses Mecole Hardman. Would have had him for another huge gain, and honestly for the Chiefs, not a big deal as they've cooked up plenty of times already. So the first punt today comes with 4:20 remaining in the ball game. Townsend boots one for Ruggs. Recovers it at his own 40. Ruggs is taken off his feet at the 50-yard line. Down by 17, 4:14 to go, and just one timeout. Derek Carr and the Raider offense need to score quickly. And Chiefs are going to try to back off the coverage here, try to keep the Raiders defense in front. Raiders going to try to find whatever they can to move this ball down the field with some purpose. Here's Waller, first catch of the second half. He's up to the 38-yard line. And the Chiefs have done a nice job game planning him out of the game. Usually a big part of the passing offense for the Raiders, but it's been pretty quiet in the second half. Derek Carr going empty now at the 38-yard line. Kansas City will call their first charge timeout as their defense looked to be out of sorts there. 4:08 left to go here in the AFC Championship game. Chiefs up by 17. Raiders possessing the football, looking to cut into the lead and then begin the long process of a comeback. Four-man rush from Kansas City. Carr throwing sideline, then double coverage, batted away, and that's been the game plan there from Kansas City, doubling one. Darren Waller putting a corner underneath and the safety over top, and you see they sandwich there at the ball, knock it away from Waller, and it'll set up second down. Now Kansas City showing some exotic look here as the pressure comes from the right side. Carr will go down left sideline for Ruggs. He's got a step. Ruggs has it in the end zone for another Vegas touchdown. That's touchdown catch number 3 for Henry Ruggs in this AFC chip game. He's been responsible for 3 of the 4 touchdowns. Carlson out for the extra point, and the extra point is good. 36-26. It's a 10-point ball game with 3:58 to go. Raiders, unfortunately, only have the one timeout as they called a timeout in the third quarter on defense, and then they call a timeout at the onset of the fourth quarter. So they can only stop the clock once, and then there's the 2-minute warning that can stop the clock later on for the Raiders defensively. Kansas City with 3 and out on their last drive, now up by 10 as they see their lead shrinking. The 2-possession game, they're going to try to get first downs here as that will get them closer to triple zeros and a trip to the Super Bowl. Again, Coach Icy of the Seattle Seahawks awaiting. They're going to throw. It's a catch made by Gordon. He's running down the left sideline. He's inside the 40, and he's tossed down inbounds at the 41-yard line. I've talked about Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Mecole Hardman, but give it up for the Kansas City front office to pick up Josh Gordon now, and he's over 100 yards in his debut. Clock down to 10 seconds. The Chiefs up to the 41-yard line there after that huge reception. McKinnon on the inside zone carry to try to work to the first down, and he gets to the 33. Will be a yard shot. We're approaching the 3-minute mark here from Arrowhead. Chiefs up by 10. They have the football, and they have an opportunity here to run this clock out. They can get 2 more first downs. Clock down to 10 with this ball snapped. Edwards-Helaire has the first down inside the 25, and he's tackled from behind by Diablo. That will more than likely take us to the 2-minute warning here in Kansas City, the home of the Pit Barbecue, as the Chiefs are in the snow here in Arrowhead. Up by 10, 36-26. Patrick Mahomes tossed 4 touchdown passes. The Chief defense picked off Derek Carr 3 times, and the Chiefs offense continues to beat off their own drum. So they are going to take this clock down to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game.
Our score 36-26. Kansas City over Vegas right now. 2 minutes to go. First down and 10 for Kansas City. Seattle Seahawks representing the NFC. The AFC looking to be represented by Kansas City here, should they take care of business down the final stretch. The handoff for Edwards-Helaire, and the Raiders will call their final timeout with 1:57 to go. A couple more runs here from Kansas City can take out 80 seconds of this clock. There's a stretch for Edwards-Helaire. He's got beautiful blocks. He's going to have the first down, and that should do it. Edwards-Helaire tackled at the 13, and Kansas City is a couple of kneel downs away from headed back to the Super Bowl. Battle-tested, Kansas City lost 4 games this season, and last Madden, Coach Collins didn't have a season where he lost more than 4 games, already eclipsing that number here in season 1. But those extra losses, extra game on the schedule, what have you, the division competition, losing the game earlier in the season to the Raiders, it built up a medal, and it helped this Chief team go closer. And in the playoffs, the snow especially, no team other than maybe Seattle has looked better in these conditions. And that is going to be the matchup for the Kansas City Chiefs. What a matchup that will be, as Mahomes will take a quarterback kneel here in about 5 seconds, and that will be the last play here from the AFC Championship game. 36-26, our final score, as the Kansas City Chiefs behind the total touchdown, 4 total touchdown machine, Patrick Mahomes, as he had 4 touchdowns through the air, 3 touchdowns through the air and 1 on the ground, was the difference in this game, and most likely going to be the first to hold the Pete Rozelle Trophy as AFC champion. Seattle, Kansas City, 2 teams representing the Western divisions in the AFC and NFC respectively, will face off for their second opportunity at hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. Final score is official here at Arrowhead, 36-26 the score. Kansas City going to Super Bowl and will be facing the Seattle Seahawks. For the entire NFASL crew, I'm Thomas Jones IV, and we will be back in the booth momentarily, possibly a few more minutes away from the Super Bowl. Stay tuned, folks. Get your popcorn ready. Find a nice chair to sit in and relax. Enjoy this game. It's coming up soon. We'll be right back.